Okay lads, it's time to play God of War Ragnarok on PC. Finally, I've been waiting for this game to launch on PC for like since it launched on PS5. I mean, I played it on PS5, but still, you know, playing it on PC is far better. Like this is 4K with DLAA. Well, let me just go. So it's 4K with DLAA, right? And it's giving me 130 FPS. And the PS5 only get, you know, it's a console. It's not gonna be compared to a, you know, high-end PC or anything, but it's only, you know, it gives you like 80 FPS when you use performance mode, which is like 1440p upscale to 4K. That looks better than FSR quality, but still, compared to native quality DLAA or like DLSS on quality, it's very, very, very not looking good for the PS5. But you know. And also, this is like ultra graphics, so PS5 does not use ultra graphics on its game. It's used like a mix between high and medium, sometimes low on like demanding games like Alan Wake and Senua's, you know, Sacrifice, Senua's Saga, whatever that showcase, graphical showcase called. And as you can see, this game, I noticed this game I played until right now. So before I quit the game and I restarted it. It was using 11 gigabytes of VRAM. So this game has a VRAM again. Like I thought it was not gonna, because you know they had the same problem with the first game that they launched on PC, the God of War 4. It had a memory leak, so the VRAM was started like to creep up until it hits your max VRAM limit, and then it just goes to memory, like system memory, and then when it maxes that out, it hangs or it crashes, or like it starts stuttering very badly. So yeah, this one is starting like 7.8 now. Keep your eyes on the VRAM meter. So it's probably gonna be on 15 gigabytes of VRAM by the end of this video, even on 1080p, because it has a VRAM problem. I think. And also the GPU is like getting maxed out, like 490 watts. That's close to like 500. That's more than what Nvidia is specified for this you know GPU. I mean they say it's 600, but they say that the GPU is only operated at 450. It's not the full 600 watts that it can actually draw. But now it's actually drawing close to 500 watts, which is not good. Let me just kill this. What are they called? Hunters? Like, because it's not draggers. Draggers are the dead people who come back to life. These are like just hunters. And then there's hellwalkers. Hellwalkers are those like pale people who like instantly when you kill them they come back to life from because hell is full occupancy.
We should check on the protection, Steve. There's a tree.
Okay. Now with DLSS on quality, let me just make sure that I did put DLSS on quality, not performance, because this is like 190 FPS. So DLSS on quality right now, and it's giving me 180 now, 190 FPS. This is crazy, and it's still not bottlenecking my GPU. It said 1440p, but that's just because what's the internal resolution is. It's not that it's not 4K. It's 4K DLSS on quality. And it dropped VRAM from like 7.8 to 7.3 right now. Not a significant drop because this is
find him this way. Let's find
DLSS, not actually dropping the resolution, but still taking up that VRAM space for 4K. And even though I said before, like this game has VRAM issues again, same as the first game. And I thought that they learned their lesson from the first game, but the first game they fixed it quickly. You know, there's no, you know, there was no problem after like the second day I think patch.
On his own.
Oh, this is about that prophecy. Just because the giant
And 220 FPS in this tunnel,
otherwise,
and still no GPU bottlenecking from my CPU. So this game is pretty fucking optimized, and the high FPS is just because there is no ray tracing, of course. If there was like ray tracing, it's gonna be probably like 100 FPS right now, and then like 60 without any ray tracing. I mean, without any upscaling. Yeah, but this game does not have ray tracing. This game has only baked-in lighting from the developers, using only rasterized lighting and rasterized reflections and what the developer put in the game. So, nice to see it that way. And it's a pretty successful game. See? I mean, developers, they just want to use that technology. I mean, I'm not against ray tracing because, as you can see in, I was gonna say path tracing. In Cyberpunk, the path tracing is pretty good. I mean, if you can run it, if you have a 4090 and you can run it at 4K 60 and then use DLSS and stuff like that to get it like close to 90 and 100 FPS. It's really good to see. I mean, it's eye candy, to be honest. Was she just like buried in the snow? Doesn't she like die from like being extremely cold, from like just hiding in the snow for extended periods of time? Okay, nice. Okay, now with DLSS on performance, I think the game is gonna be pretty fucking playable. From 180 FPS to 120 and 230.
I'm sure
That's a 50 FPS jump just by using DLSS on performance from quality. And then like there was another 50 jump from 120 to 180. High 70s and 180. There was like a 50 other jump just by using DLSS on quality on 4K. This game is pretty fucking optimized. It's just like, my only gripe with this game is just when you launch it, for me, because I have a dual CCD CPU. It has the V cores and non-V cores. When it launches, if I specify that the game should be using V cores, it doesn't want to launch. So I have to give it permission to use all cores, then launch it, then go to process lasso and disable the other cores for it, so it can run without any bottlenecks. But hey, there you go. I'm just gonna attack the other one. I'm gonna jump on him from the sky. What the hell? He didn't even hear that. I don't know why it didn't happen the first time. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Did this guy just disappear? Did I just bury him inside the wall? I think I just buried like the guy inside. Or just is this his corpse? No. I think I buried him inside the wall. Let me just try it with this guy as well. Is this like a magical wall or something? Nope. This guy died normally.
Yeah, leads deeper in.
There will be more.
I don't know what happened to that. He had like half his health left. And he's just like went inside the wall. And in this cave, like 300 FPS in some scenes. 300 FPS in the cave. It doesn't tell you, oh, there's like a CPU bottleneck. You are inside a cave. It's not really demanding. I'm not gonna give you more FPS. No, this game says, you want more FPS? Here you go.
Well,
Here you go. 300 FPS.
way.
Oh, the Huntress again.
One's got a sling. Look out, brother.
Attacking both at the same time. Where's the other Huntress? Come here. Okay, now back to 4K with DLSS, but this time I'm gonna be using FSR frame generation. Let's test it because I know DLSS frame generation is what they're gonna do, but just to test, see what FSR frame generation is gonna do. If it's gonna have any artifacts or gonna look bad. So far, not looking bad. It's giving me, I mean, the performance just a little bit lower than the performance of DLSS quality. Because I had like 120 something FPS without any upscaling, and then when I had upscaling, it was like 180 FPS, 179 or 78. Now it's like 160, and the VRAM increased to 10 gigabytes because, you know, frame generation takes 2 gigabytes of VRAM just on its own. We have to know that that's probably. I couldn't block that for some reason. Was it a sequence, like a real-time scene? I could block this, but I couldn't block the other. Okay, and then, again, I couldn't block this one. Oh, this is a sequence. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about this game because I played this game when it launched and that's it. I beat it and that's it. You can growl, I can growl harder. But he doesn't know that this is his son. I mean, how could he fucking know? Because his son doesn't tell him anything. And even like his son didn't even know that he was he is able, not he was, he is able to become animals, turn into animals. Oh, he's gonna charge me. I got nice reflexes, boy. He's gonna charge again. Okay. He's got a combo attack. And then once you know, 3 consecutive perfect parries. Another one, 5. Oh, I can't parry that. Oh. All right. The boy is down. He's gonna. He was literally gonna kill him. Just gonna fucking like jam that in his head and kill him. And he still wants to. I mean, he still wants to kill the beast because he's fighting a bear. He's going for the neck snap. Okay. He's coming to his senses. I mean, he doesn't have any senses, just like tired. So he's gonna go transform back to his human self. Okay, now 1440p with DLA. Let me just make sure that there's no DLSS enabled because I forgot. Okay, with DLA, 1440p, and it's giving me 210 FPS. I mean, it's just because of this scene, probably gonna go down.
This way.
And it's using 7.1 gigabytes of VRAM. It dropped from that 10 gigabytes of VRAM that it was using when I was
Not now.
when I was using AMD FSR
Protection stave.
3
Get home.
frame generation.
What happened to the protection stave?
It dropped almost 3 gigabytes of VRAM
Blaming you, Atreus.
just by dropping resolution and I mean just not just FSR but resolution and FSR. There are more people here. Okay.
Say the word, Father.
Nista! Leader, left flank!
Oh, he's stunned. Quickly. 2 of them now. Okay. I hate the ranged attacks that hit you from where you cannot hit back.
So, lad, besides your gift of language and hearing creatures' thoughts, are there any other new...
Okay, back to 200 FPS again from like 180, 190. It makes sense. You mean 180, 190 is the same as
I didn't.
a little bit more than DLSS quality
I don't know.
from 4K, because you know the DLSS quality algorithm has to run somewhere. Even though there's like AI cores, tensor cores, and stuff like that,
Where we are now?
it does take a little bit of power from the shader cores.
Blood.
So
Atreus.
Seriously?
less electricity for the shader cores means that it's gonna drop a little bit of performance, but actually gives you more performance in that because it upscales from a lower resolution. Oh, now it's dropping to 160s in 1440p. Something happened. It did not stutter or anything, but it just dropped. Oh, now the sun makes the magic that binds the trees together to make that protection stave, or like the protected circle, or whatever they call it. Oh, there's the bear. Oh, this is the bear that Atreus fought when he turned into a bear.
I didn't mean to.
Intent does not matter.
The kids remember him. The little cubs. They remember him.
What can we do?
Nothing.
The 100% lows are not bad. I just reset them. They're just like
Of course.
150. which is not, you know, you're not gonna feel that. They are 40 FPS lower, but like you're not gonna feel that drop in FPS when it happens, because this game has a pretty flat frame time.
Storms are coming.
There's no spikes. It looks spiky, but it's because, you know, it's just expanded too much. It shouldn't be that big. To make the overlay, I had to expand it too much. That's why there's like those micro jaggies appeared. Alright, let's do the DLSS on quality. Go back. Oh, behind me. Okay. 2 for 1. 2 stones with 1 bird. So the DLSS quality bumps me from like that 190, 180 to 250. In some cases it's like 300. It was like just right now, like, I don't know where I was looking, it was like 300. Oh, right here.
Been like this.
Yeah, it was 300 FPS.
I've been inside the stage when I fixed
And still not even bottlenecking my GPU. Like, doesn't want to bottleneck my GPU.
Sometimes I really wish
Because this game is optimized. Gameplay wise, performance wise optimized. It's just like the launching of the game. I keep like trying to launch it multiple times so that I can go to a process lasso and give it all the cores. But sometimes it doesn't even appear on process lasso because it crashes as soon as it launches. And I hope that doesn't happen anymore because I have more GPUs to try this game on.
You're a brave girl.
Yeah.
Good.
240 FPS, 250 FPS is not bad. I actually, that's not just not bad, it's too much FPS for this game. Okay, now with DLSS on performance on 1440p with the 4090, I get, it was 320 FPS at one point. Now it's like 300 flat. Sometimes it drops 270s.
Oh, that was really too eventful.
But
I admit it was a bit.
the game can reach 320 FPS.
Three of us navigating some hitherto.
Let me just see 100% lows.
Forest.
Been a
Oh, 230.
if that
377 FPS.
Just tired us.
And this is just not a cutscene. This is a real-time cutscene, just like Red Dead Redemption. So it's actually rendering this in real time. Even though it's like a cutscene, but it's actually rendering it in real time. And in the house right here, like 370 FPS, and still my GPU is like, well, it's dropping to the 80s. I was getting because I was seeing it in the 90s, but now it's dropping to the 80s for some reason. Wow, wow, what an optimization! My GPU power dropped from like native 4K, it was 490, now it's like 315 watts. I'm not sure what frame generation gonna do. Frame generation is gonna probably get it to like 250 FPS with this. Thor. Thunderman. You seem like a calm and reasonable man. Are you a calm and reasonable man? Yeah, that hammer looks pretty bad because, well, DLSS on performance at 1440p quality is not good. 1440p does not need DLSS.
I'm sure we'll find lots to talk about.
Okay, now native 1440p with FSR frame gen. Let me just make sure that there's no upscaling because sometimes I forget. Yeah, there's DLA frame gen. Okay, DLA with frame gen on 1440p. It's giving me 250 FPS, but this scene is just like there's nothing except for Thor and Kratos. So
It means
we're gonna see when they land.
what you took from my family.
Now it's using 8.1 gigabytes of VRAM, a whole gigabyte VRAM, more than just native 1440p or like DLSS 1440p or something like that. Oh, now it's going to 9 gigabytes of VRAM. Okay, I'm looking around. It is 250 FPS, so yeah.
Can't fight without your axe, coward.
What the hell just happened?
Did not seek that fight with your brother. I don't care.
He's beating my ass right now.
You insult me holding back like this. How were you ever a god of war?
I can't when he breaks my guard, I can't move.
I can't believe they lost to you.
Okay, got him now. I mean the GPU usage is dropping like in 70s, but this is
Ghost of Sparta thing. Yeah.
this is 270 FPS. Sometimes, not all the time, but 244 FPS most of the time.
Now we got us a fight. Was hoping to see your blade. Guess they don't come when you call. You should be better than this.
I thought at first I thought it was too fast, you know. Now I'm thinking that he's too slow. He's fat. He's fat. Of course he's gonna be slow.
Stop holding back.
I'm not holding back, you fat fuck. Well, Kratos is holding back, actually.
That's for madness. Sorry about your statue, Tyr, you preachy old bitch.
What is he thinking, giving a God of War his back?
Fighting, right?
Oh. He can launch his thunder on me. Straight from him, not straight from the sky.
Let me see the monster inside. That's all? You were finally showing me. This is the god that murdered a pantheon because they hurt his feelings.
This kick is too fast. I can't dodge it. I never can dodge it.
Was it luck? Did my son die blind fucking luck? Dumbass! You think you can come here, become a daddy, get a clean slate? That ain't how it works. You're a destroyer, like me.
Okay, now DLSS and DLSS and frame generation all gone. There's only 1080p and DLAA, which is like a little bit better than native because it has the temporal upscaling. I mean temporal anti-aliasing.
I say when we're done.
They fooled everybody with this cutscene when the game launched.
See the
They actually thought that I thought that I lost. I was like, what the fuck? And then I hear Thor talking in the loading menu. Oh, he doesn't launch it. He has to be next to me so I can hit him with that.
No way, my boys fell to this. Show me who you are.
Holy shit. I dodged all of those attacks. I dodged this one. He still hit me.
This is the man who faced down Sigrid, the Valkyrie Queen.
This is the man who did all that. And actually Kratos is holding back, I mean. Yeah, just unleash all that rage onto him. There's no Atreus around, so.
you say? Modi sought us in fear of you. He died of the wounds you gave him. Oh, we got a model founder here.
Well, that's true. Because when he went back to Asgard,
This feels
Thor was so disappointed,
what
he just
matter.
beat his son to death. Well, almost to death.
Shit about your father.
And then Atreus,
See the god of war. You started this. I will end it.
Atreus stabbed him in the neck. But he was already like, when a kid can kill you, then you're almost like already dead.
This is the foreign god that best is over.
Shit. I should have taken that health thing.
Where's the love of the fight?
How can he do that?
Let the god of war out.
I literally dodged that, but it followed me. Mjolnir followed me like a homing missile.
Clever won't beat me. Who are you? Show me! Show me the killer of God! You will torn your son!
He's done. He is done. And even in 1080p, the game is not bottlenecking my GPU. It's not even close to bottlenecking. It was bottlenecking it earlier in 1440p DLSS Performance, but that's 720p. So
And your boy
who still plays at 720p?
plans for him. There he is.
I wish they just included Mjolnir as a secondary weapon for like New Game Plus, but it's not there.
Your blood debt paid.
Mjolnir would have been like a very good weapon for a New Game Plus. Just like they do with the Blade of Olympus.
Told you he'd make it.
Alright guys, this was the 4090. It wasn't bottlenecked in any resolution except for this 1440p with DLSS Performance, which was 1440p. I mean, which was 720p. I'm gonna be trying it next on the 3080, and then I'm gonna pop the 4080 and then the 3090 Ti in that installment.
Well, good to
So see you the next video.
Ain't
Ciao.
that Mjolnir?